What is up, guys and girls? We're back today with another beautiful day of fishing. We're going to be wading the creek again for spotted bass, so stay tuned and we'll see what we can catch. A good spot for a cottonmouth to be laying. This bush right here I'm fishing, that's perfect. He'd lay up on top of that stuff. You wouldn't see him until he moved. And 99% of the time they ain't moving until they either want to swim away from you or swim towards you. So let's hope there's not one there. Man, there's something tearing my bait up. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. My line was jumping like crazy. I feel like a brim. Just trying to keep an eye out on my back right here for snakes. I wouldn't really be worried about them yet with the water as cool as it is, but I saw a big one yesterday. And I didn't put it in my video because I didn't get footage of the snake itself. Nothing really happened other than me seeing the snake at the same time the snake seeing me. And luckily she was non-aggressive. And I say she because it was a really big cottonmouth, a very large one. And the males don't grow to be as big as the females. So as big as she was, it was, you know, I'm 99% sure it was a female. I mean, unless it was just a state record male that was abnormally big. I'm almost positive it was a female. We're gonna keep easing on, see what we can get going. I was getting a bite, but I think I was on top of a limb at the same time. I think it was a brim bite and I was on top of a limb, tree limb. See that? You see that brim bite my line? You see it bite my bait? Look at my line. Look at my line just going berserk. That little beady thing. Look, it's chasing my bait all the way out here. It's a tiny bass. It's a tiny bass. He had the trailer off my bait the whole time. Wow, that's hilarious. He come all the way out here with it. He was bound determined. He said, I'm getting this crawfish. This is my meal. Here in the near future, I'm gonna be doing like a bait review basically. And I'll be showing you guys this bait underneath the water. But today we don't have anybody here to help us do it because I want one person to run the rod while I'm videoing. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. Right now we're just gonna wait on up and see if we can get a bite. It's a good little looking spot, but I've never really caught many fish right here. It happens every once in a while, but it's not one of my favorite. It's not one of my go-tos if I need a fish. See if we can get that brim. I was saying if the brim was gonna bite again, killing my line like that so y'all could see it. Or a little bass, whatever it was. Took my bait right off my hook. Oh, it was a good one after all. It was a good one after all. It was just a lazy fish. Come here. Come here. Come here. Easy. 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 Hey. There we go. Fish number one. Not a bad little fish. Not a giant by no means, but not a bad little fish at all. So while I was talking about the other day, somebody asked me, who was watching my video, about a fish bag. And what it is, it's a scuba diver's bag. It's got a little latch on it, on the other handle. And the fish go down there perfectly. And they get to stay alive in the water while I keep fishing. So it works pretty well for me. I enjoy using it. So good way in case you don't catch enough fish for the day, then you can just let them go like I did yesterday. and I'll probably end up doing today because things aren't looking promising. But at the same time, your fish are fresh, you know. It's not like you're carrying around a stringer where they're gonna die out and you're dragging dead fish along with you the whole time. There's another one. Oh, running right at me. That's a good fish. That's a real good fish. Yeah. Come here. Right up there behind that brush pile too. Oh yeah, that's what we're looking for out there. That's a 2.5 pounder again. Yeah, you can tell, obviously that's a female. All those, that's all spawning from spawning. So you can tell by her belly, she's spawned out. Done ready to eat and go to summer pattern. There we go. 3 more like that and we're in business. See, while I was talking about the protruding hook, most people push them through and then tuck them, but as much brush as we fish around, we never do it. And you really, in the river, I understand, you know, you're not, sometimes you're just dragging flats, you know, I get it. There's not a lot of brush, nothing really to worry about, but in here, that's all I fish around, you know. That's every cast is around some kind of tree, log, rock, something. So I prefer to peg mine inside the bait instead of protruding hook. So that just keeps me from getting hung more often. That's all it is. I mean, my weight gets pinned on logs and rocks probably 20 times in 2 or 3 hours. It's just popping it loose. And there's another one. Oh, we found a cool. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come to daddy. Come to daddy. Oh, yeah, baby. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Fatty. Oh, look at that chunk. Look how wide her back is, man. Look at that. That's a 3/0 hook. And it's narrower than her back, man. Freaking fatty chunk. That is what I'm talking about. That's why I creek fish. She's going in the bag. She is going in the bag. Boom, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We just caught 3 keepers in a spawn of 20 yards or 15 yards, 10 yards. 2 really good fish and 1 that is a keeper. So hey, 2 more fish and we got a mess. Things turned on us real quick for the good. I actually had to swap colors because I'm picking up my shipment of the color I was using tomorrow, but they had to push it back a week because of COVID-19. So I got a shipment of 10 bags coming tomorrow, but I ran out of the color I was using. This is my summer crawl. It's a little darker. That's what color the crawfish turn in this creek during the summer. They turn a darker color. And I wasn't expecting to have to use these because I just realized I was out of them in my bag and I don't have any in my truck either. So usually I use these in the later summer, or you know, into the summer when it's hot and the fish are done bedding and all that, but I don't really get a choice today. So we're gonna see if that light green to dark brown makes that big of a difference. We're hoping it doesn't, because the bite just got really good all of a sudden. So I mean, we fished that entire stretch and didn't catch anything. They caught 3 fish right here. So we're gonna hope that maybe this color will be just as good as the other. That's usually not how it works, but you know, we're crossing fingers today. That's a good looking little hole there. There's a bite, but it feels like it's little. See it? Look at my line. This fish has my bait, like it has it. Still got it, still got it. It's a little tiny bass. Tiny bass, little bitty joker. There he goes. See this, but I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but there's a hawk. I know you can't see him right now. He's on the back side of that brush pile, and it looks like he's caught something. Whether it's a snake or a fish or some kind of animal, I don't know. But I'm gonna try to get up here to see. Sure there's nothing to fish right here either. He's on that brush pile on the back side of it. Landed on it and is flapping his wings like crazy, like he's killing something. And he's sitting there just calling away. Sitting on that brush pile. We're gonna try to get up here and where this opening is, out in front of this tree, and hopefully before he takes off we'll get to see, or as he's taking off one, we'll see what he's got. I hope it's a big cottonmouth. He come down and killed it. That'd be cool. It was a snake. Oh man, I hope the camera picks that up. He had a snake. It looked like a water snake though. It didn't look like a cottonmouth. It didn't have the color pattern or nothing of a cottonmouth. That was cool. He caught him a snake right there off that brush pile. I'll show you exactly where he landed. He landed right here on this little flat pile. That snake was sitting right there on it. Snake was laying right here in this flat pile. It's laying on top of it, I guess, sunning. That's where he landed. He caught that bad boy too. I mean, sucked him up. I'm telling you, man, this is why I love the outdoors. I mean, it's beautiful up and down this creek. So, you know, you gotta watch for snakes, but it's not that bad. I mean, you really should watch for snakes everywhere you go. But it's beautiful out here. How many times do you get to see, you know, just a hawk just come down and swoop down and snatch up a snake? I mean, that's cool. You know what I mean? That's awesome. Let's catch us 2 more, we'll be set. Happy, happy, happy. See how rocky the bank gets right here. Crawfish heaven. Oh my God, he swam all the way out in the creek and got it. I was reeling my bait up. Ah, dang, I thought that was a good fish the way it hit. Oh man, I thought that was a giant. I just got posted up on this rock. Oh, there's one of those carp over there. See if I can spook it. It's right there. I hit my bait on top of its back and it just, oh, there's a whole school of them. There's a whole school of them right here. There's literally 6 or 8 just circling in this little pool. They all just kind of came to light at once. Oh, that's cool. Man, I wish I knew I could get close enough to those fish without them spooking, and I could get some underwater footage of them. But I know they're looking at me just like I'm looking at them. So I hooked up on this fish over in that hole, and I really didn't think he was a keeper, but I mean, he bit good. I just set the hook and wasn't planning on turning the camera on, but he's a little small, but he's gonna keep. Oh, look at those battle scars from spawning. He's a little on the smaller side, but he's gonna keep for us. It's gonna be number 4. Right over there where that stump's in the water, right beside it. And he actually tore one of my pinchers off the cast before, and I thought it was a little one for that reason, so I threw right back over there with only one pincher, and he bit back. So all right, I'll be right back for catching another one. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to all my friends and family who shared my first video. 252 views as of right now, one day later. Man, that is ridiculous for a first video, and I really appreciate it. Everybody, just please keep watching. I'm gonna keep producing. My goal is to get around 2 videos a week, as long as everything works out in the evenings where I get time to film, because I do work a full-time job. But as long as everything works out, I'll produce 2 videos per week. 1 at the least, 2 at the max. Usually 1 towards the beginning of the week and 1 towards the end, or on Saturday and Sunday. But for now, thank you for watching Native Side Outdoors.